Welcome back to the Locodosh Gaming Channel. This is your host, Locodosh, the Unholy Gamer, and we are back. We have completed the main storyline in Assassin's Creed 3 in this Get Revolutionized series. We are at 99% of a 100% completion. We have a few minor things that we need to do to mop this game up before we move on to the DLC, Tyranny of King Washington. I hope you guys are ready for this. Just a little bit of mopping it up and then some DLC and on to Liberation. If you're ready for that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell for notifications, check out the LinkTree, and don't forget about our Thursday night live streams at 9 p.m. Eastern where we play some Assassin's Creed Shadows. All right, let's get to this. One last thing that we're trying to get done are all the George Washington conversations. So here he is. If you guys want to know where he's at the end of the game, post like epilogue stuff, or in the epilogue, you're down here, kind of on the border in between the East District and the West District of New York. Let's talk to him.
Commander,
it's good to see you.
you have what you set out for. What will you do with it?
A fair question. But if truth be told, I do not know. Men with far greater minds than mine will build this country's foundations. A task I am simply not equipped for. Have you played bocce before? I'm really growing quite fond of it. I think I'll have a green built at Mount Vernon when I return.
All that death and sacrifice, and you mean to leave the important tasks to better men while you play games? I might have expected it.
Connor!
Whether you think you are capable or worthy of the task, after the things you have done to ensure this outcome, you should not have the luxury of peace.
All right. Now we have to visit every tavern in the frontier and in Boston and in New York. Okay. I think that is all we have left in these frontiersman challenges. Yes, visit every tavern in the frontier, New York, and Boston. So let's track that. We're going to need to see where the taverns are. They're usually where we have these games. Yes, let's make sure we check them all out. We're just going to run to each tavern. What an interesting and entertaining day, right? Just running tavern to tavern to make sure we got this thing completed. All right. Well, I mean, this could be a good time for you guys to like put things in the comments about what you want to see in any of our future series or on this channel. We're going to be playing a lot of Assassin's Creed. Maybe there are some challenges that you want me to undertake, some speed runs, things of that nature that I can put on the slate for the future. How do we know that we have visited the tavern? I mean, I'm not going to play these games. We've already done that. Next tavern. Let's head out to that one. But I mean, that's a good thing that you guys could give me some ideas, some interaction here on the channel. Tell me what you want to see. Right now I'm just focused on a playthrough of every single game to 100%. I know that some of the later games, the RPG games, you don't get quite the same 100% rating, I guess, as you do in these early games that are more linear in nature. But, there are different things that can be done in those games. And to be honest, there are lists I've seen online. So if you guys know where the lists are to make those things happen, drop some links in the comments and I will see what I can do about doing some of those things in the future. Oh, and here it is. It's getting to be the end of the summer for me, which means in a couple of weeks, we're back to school, back to teaching. Content's going to stay the same as far as schedule goes. we may try and sneak in a couple of extra live streams each week, and we may be able to get ourselves onto like Twitter, Rumble. I'm not quite sure what all we're going to be able to do, but those are some things that I have planned that I'd like to be able to do for this channel to see it grow. And like I do in most of our live streams, make sure you hit up the LinkTree. There's a lot of cool stuff there. There's merch stores. You can be some of the first to have your Lokadosh gaming merch. You can get some stuff from Pampered Chef. That's a company that my wife works for, kind of independently. Lots of good stuff. So if you like to cook, prepare meals for your family, that kind of thing, I'd say hit that stuff up. Those are great products. I use them practically every day when preparing meals for my family. And then we also have a link to a financial course by a guy named Bob Lodich. He has been able to explain some things and give me some ideas financially that no one else has been able to help with, and they've been good things for my wife and I and our finances and for our family as a whole. And you know, if you buy that course from that link, that also helps out. Also, there is the tip link, and we're trying to raise the funds to get a better PC built, because I'm about 2 or 3 generations behind now on tech. I mean, I'm rocking a 2080 Super in this machine, and it does very, very well for what I need it for right now. But, you know, going forward in the future, we're going to want to play all the latest Assassin's Creed games, and that means we're going to need to upgrade what we have so we can stay up with the times, kind of thing. We just upgraded our internet to fiber internet, so my streams, my uploads, everything are so much better, so much faster. You know, so if you want to help with making the content experience better, go ahead and drop something in that tip link. Let's see, we've gotten everything so far up to here, and I believe that is the last tavern in New York. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this school year. We're going to be getting back to it in just a couple of weeks. Looking forward to being back with my students. The job that I do, I end up having the same students over and over for a number of years. I end up teaching grades 6 through 12, so I have kids that are in my program from the time they enter middle school until they leave high school. So I've had a lot of kids over the years that I've really gotten to know and gotten to know their families well. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to coaching in the winter and in the spring. I also do a little bit of coaching for our Lego League team, so that's a fall activity for me. So I stay pretty busy. You know, if you guys have ever done anything like that, like what's your favorite sport, drop that in the comments. I'm a wrestling and track coach. Really enjoy those sports. Gives me a lot of good interaction with kids outside of the regular school day. Also, gives me a way to, you know, do something physical and get rid of some of the, you know, pent-up rage and anger that I have. I mean, Assassin's Creed's a great game for, you know, beating the snot out of people and taking care of rage and anger as well. So that should be every one of these taverns in New York. I'm pretty sure we don't have anything up there. I need to double check our map in the book. Let's see, where are my maps? Maps. Where are the New York. Okay, 212, 214. Oh, that's not showing me taverns. Come on now. That's not cool. I don't want collectibles. I just want, like, the actual maps. I mean, there's a map legend at the back of the book, but that is not going to help us with actually having a map. We could try 39. That is another location. Nope, that's minimap. Yeah, that's all stuff that we don't need. All right. It might actually be helpful to try and run our way through some of this. Kind of going to have to unfog a little bit more. All right. Let's unfog this area a bit. I don't think there's another tavern up here, but we might as well run this through. Because I think all this area is just farms and whatnot up here. No taverns. But I was surprised to find a tavern on the frontier, kind of in an odd area. So we might as well work our way through. Just see about running it and unfogging it. You know, that building over there could be a tavern, but it's far enough away. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. More to unfog. Yeah, looks like we just need to do a little bit of unfogging. Just to see if there's a tavern nearby. Okay. Now, do we have anything of note on the other side of this cornfield? I think we have just about unfogged everything that can be unfogged in New York. It's certainly looking it right there. And we did a pretty good job of unfogging all that. So here we go. Let's hit up Boston. Let's just start in the south, work our way north. Just visiting all our taverns. I am certainly hoping that this will take care of everything we need when it comes to... Come on now, game. Aren't there taverns in Boston? I might need to let it... Oh, look at all these hacks that are unlocked. Let's see here. Let's look again. Have I seriously found all the taverns in Boston? I may have to wait a second for all these hacks to unlock, all that kind of stuff. Okay, come on, game. Now look, this I think is a tavern. See, that's a tavern here in Boston. Okay, I'll take that, which means that we need to make our way up here, and then up to there. And that should do it for Boston. All right. So you have to look at, I guess, liberation contract areas in Boston in order to get to a tavern. I'm not seeing the dice like we normally would for games. And it looks like I may unfog a small amount of map that wasn't unfogged yet. I'm also seeing in my DNA that I've got some delivery contracts that are not yet complete. Not sure what that's about, but we may have to look into some contracts. I thought I had done all those. Pardon me there. Got a slight bit of the burpees here today. All right. Just 100 more meters, and we'll be at our next location. I mean, I feel like I spent a lot of time here in Boston. Spent a lot of time in these taverns. It's where a lot of our early game information came from. And they were the point, or the starting point for a lot of our different missions and things of that sort. Okay, we visited this one. And on to the next. And we've got another one up here as well. I'm going to set those as the places we need to visit. And then we'll hit the frontier. And I'm hoping this pops this challenge and that we check the DNA and everything says 100%. If I can't figure out, or if it's not 100%, we're going to have to figure out what we're missing, where it's at, and how to get there. Come on. Just because you got a little sidetrack there doesn't mean you get to just do weird AI stuff. Well, at least the hope is to finish these frontiersman challenges today. Looks like it may take one more if we haven't hit 100%. Oh, these runs are for forever. Uh-oh. Nah, I don't need to take him down. We're just going to go up the building, across to the next place. Yes, yes, yes. I've got guys that see me. They're not happy with me. Oh, you can't Egan roll in this game. That's why you need to come and see Assassin's Creed Shadows. We've got all sorts of things we do in that game. Man, it's fun. I'm having a blast. I need to finish off, actually maybe tonight on my own, I need to finish off the end of one of the Shinbakufu storylines. That's like, those are your Templars in the game. I need to finish that off and then get one more done before we take on our next live stream. That way I can do things like the tournament challenges and stuff like that. I haven't been able to do that yet because I need 7 Shinbakufus and I've only got 5. So I need to do some work on that. But if we don't have it done before the next live stream, it'll definitely be in another week or so. What do we have there? Oh, print shop. Come on now, let's get up and over these buildings. Got to get this finished off so we can get to the frontier. That was a much better roll. All right, we've got that tavern. Now, the thing is do I have to, like, go to every mini game? That's the trick. I think we have hit everything in Boston. Now the frontier. Let's fast travel in, and we're going to bounce around fast travel to fast travel here. Because the taverns here are a little bit more spread out. Okay. Looks like there are 4 taverns that we need to visit. So off to this one. And we may need to just go on and get our horse going. But it is what it is. This guy is way on out here. Then we're going to fast travel to some of the others. And we should be good. We may be able to make a run through all of these taverns in one episode. And if I in less than 30 minutes. And I may hit one that I haven't been to before that needs to be covered. And that'll be the last thing that's needed. If that happens, I'm not going to finish off visiting each one of them in one episode. That's a bit much. I'm not sure if I went in this one. I remember finding it early in the game. I just don't think I went in. We shall see, though. We shall see. And I'm not positive. I don't think I went the other ones here on the frontier. So this may be where I have things that need doing. Oh, pardon me again. A little bit of a throat burp there. Let's run on in. All right. We visited this one now. All right. Fast travel. We're going to be right here beside this one. Then we'll fast travel to this one and then hit that one. Let's roll. All right. Tavern. Let's go. See, I don't think I went in this building, to be honest. Watch this pop it. Nope.
How'd you do, Connor?
I am all right. And you?
It's nice to be a part of something. Until now, I was sort of drifting about the neighborhood, getting irate when I saw things I thought unjust. Sometimes I'd intervene, other times I would come here. Now, I feel like all my energy's pointed at something.
I am grateful to have your help. How did you come to be you?
Funny question, but I get your meaning. I was an orphan. Pretty common around the ports with all the sailors and whores mucking about. I wanted to be out on my own, so I did what I had to do. That's when I decided to pretend to be a boy. That worked for a time, until nature decided otherwise and it just became a bad joke. Folks around the borough still called me Dobby, but the old codgers started leering and getting fresh. That's when I got tough. Took a good many shots to the face before I learned to defend myself properly. But now I dare any man to come at me. They learn their price quick.
Oh, wow. All right. Got a little talk with Dobby. Now, let's make sure we fast travel to the next one. And we have one more after this, possibly. Oh! Look at this. We got conversations and stuff with like our different guys.
Ranging with my dad and brothers in Virginia country. My family's been surveying and prospecting out there since my grandpappy.
How did you end up here?
I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. I was always gonna be a runner-up with them, so I set off alone to do my own business. Out west of Ohio's territory that no man of the colonies ever trodden. I figured I could find contracts out of New York. Then the war started.
And you sided with the Patriots?
Not really. My family's for the king. I just don't like seeing boys forced to fight against their will is all. But I know that I want to be free. For all to be free. If that means I'm a patriot, I guess I am.
You are an assassin. Nothing else.
That I am. I'm proud of it.
All right. We've got another one of our guys right there. We don't have to hit every single one of those, I don't think. But let's see what happens here. One more tavern. Let's make our run to it. And I'm hoping that this has gotten it. I got to figure out what to do there. If this doesn't pop it, I got to figure out where we're missing something. And that'll be research that I've got to do for the next episode. It's like, where were all these animals when I was trying to do all the different hunting challenges? They are like all over the place out here. Let's go. Yes! That did it. That got every one of them done. Yes, sir. All right. Let's take a look back at our map. We no longer have anything to do down there. Let's see. Let's run the DNA. The DNA tracker is still telling me 99%. What am I'm missing something in Discovery. What are we missing? Complete all of the delivery requests. What are we missing delivery request wise? Where are they? Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to be something I need to research and try and figure out, but what we have is enough for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I certainly have. And if you have, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell for notifications, check out the LinkTree, and don't forget about our Thursday night live streams at 9 p.m. Eastern. If there's any change to the live stream schedule, I will update that on my post tab on the YouTube channel. So check that tab and see if there's any updates as to changes for scheduling. All right. I'll see you guys in the next episode.